MLB The Show 19. It's Blue Jays versus Reds, World Series, Game 6. The Jays lead the series 3-2. If they're able to pull off a win here in Game 6, they will be crowned world champions for like this
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 6 of this year's Fall Classic between the Cincinnati Reds and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network.
Game.
With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And
with
Dan,
the World Series championship on the line. It's match point.
The first 5 games.
Something like that.
It's been everything we could have hoped for, and now at 3-2,
yeah, you see there.
Got a team coming in here that needs to
win
the
to
final
the Reds,
2 games
then
on the
2
road
to the Blue Jays, 1 to the Reds. Jays led by MVP Alejandro Quevedo against top MLB prospect of a long time. Jays tried to get him, couldn't, and he has led the Reds to 1 win this series, Hunter Green. So let's do it. World Series Game 6 right now.
Here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one.
Quevedo picked up a loss in Game 1.
Here on the road.
Can he make up for it and pick up the series-winning win in Game 6?
It had
fouled
to be
off.
Day, and when you get in a car
to
drive
Hinson?
To the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it,
but I don't care. He's just outnumbered.
All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually
not
does.
yet. 2-2 pitch from Quevedo. Fouled off. Too many pitches to start the game, that's for sure.
Early in this one.
The 2-2 one more time.
Upstairs in a full count.
The count runs full.
Working a long at-bat to kick off this game. Did he go? I think he did. He did not. That's a leadoff walk.
If this is any indication, we're in for a good contest here.
Here we go with 1 on, nobody out. Quevedo needs to bounce back from a leadoff walk, and he will. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 1. Definitely won't be his only one of the game. Quevedo's one of the best strikeout pitchers in the league. But now he walks another batter, Jesse Winker, on base. Odubel Herrera. He was a star on our Giants franchise in the Show 18.
Hinson at second. Winker is over at first.
And that's fouled off. I think I have selected the franchise for MLB The Show 20. Pretty sure I know which team it'll be, so now you just need to wait and see.
Misses for
ball 2.
This is exactly the reason
been a long inning already for Quevedo. And they call infield fly rule as they should. Lindor would have done what I would have done, because I was controlling him, let it fall, and
Eugenio
Suarez, 2-2 count, 25 pitches in the first. Here's the 26th. It's not looking like a good start for Quevedo. Into center field, the Reds don't get a hit, but they get Quevedo to throw a lot of pitches. We'll see if the Jays offense can get anything going in the first inning, get Quevedo some help early on. The 1-2 to Francisco Lindor to kick off the game.
Pulled toward right
hit
center field.
Into right center, Odubel Herrera. Under it, 1 away.
For the first out of the inning.
I've been saying that I want more production out of Lindor, and that just simply was not more production. Green is not an easy guy to hit off of. The Blue Jays are learning that firsthand.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Count.
The 1-2.
1-2 pitch to Trout. It'll be inside, just missing his kneecaps, and the count runs even at 2-2. Reds know that this is crucial. If they lose this, all their hard work, all their entire season is for nothing.
Makes the play, and there are 2
they definitely have some drive to try and win this game here. I mean, I know the first time, I don't know if we won 1 or 2. I don't remember if we won 1 or 2. It's been a while.
Now with the bases empty and 2 away.
But the Jays, I do know we beat the Giants in 7 games.
Swinging in the dirt.
I don't know.
Sanchez. And that ends
this is like what, the third World Series or fourth World Series we've been to in a row.
Settling in now,
I'm not
Gary
sure.
Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez, the batter to lead off the top of the second, where the Jays went down 1-2-3 in the first.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning.
1-2 inside, 2-2.
Now here in the second, you know
see if
he'd love
Quevedo
to get
can
this
bounce
leadoff
back
guy
after a rough
get off
first
on the
inning.
right foot and maybe
Oh,
settle
another
into this
full
game
count.
a bit.
He is throwing a lot of pitches.
3-2 pitch.
Fouled off.
Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul.
And popped up. Foul territory, Bellinger.
Is there for it.
He's there, one down.
Glove, and there's one gone.
1-2 count now. George Springer, the batter.
George.
Careful, he might steal the sign. And it looks like he saw that the cutter was coming, but Trout's still able to get there.
Good read off the bat for the second out.
That was not an easy play for Mike Trout, who was able to reel it in, though, luckily. Now Stephen Piscotty up with 2 down. Fouled off, 1-2 count.
To make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for
1-2 pitch.
2-2 now,
misses,
with 2
counts
away and the
even.
base is empty.
Come on, Alejandro, get through the inning.
Lofted in the air,
right field, that is caught by Hernandez. We go to the bottom of the second, still no score.
So here's the cleanup.
2-1 count on Bellinger. Absolutely raking in the World Series. No way! Another one! Deep right center field, oh my goodness! Cody Bellinger has 5 home runs this World Series.
It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger. His 5th so far in this series as the Jays get the game's first
is
tally.
winning World Series MVP.
There's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs
nobody seems to know how to pitch their Cody Bellinger. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., not too shabby himself on the home runs. He hit 2 in the last one.
No outs, nobody
He's hit some more. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is the king of the playoffs. 8 home runs in the postseason. Curveball misses, 2 and 2.
Want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone.
Nobody out, and the Jays already have 1 in this inning. This could be a good inning as the running fastball misses. Full count to Guerrero. 3-2. That one's hit well to left field.
Winker
caught by Jesse Winker, 1 down.
He puts it away for out number 1.
Batting 6.
You can just tell with, with a 1-run lead early on. Roger Center is electric.
Swing a line
into left field, that falls, and that's a 1-out base hit. Everybody here knows that they could be about to witness history.
Isn't too big for him.
They just have to wait.
Absolutely postseason monster right here.
Went to a World Series game.
Any big leaguer can have their moment
crazy.
mid-May,
I could have gone
when it gets cold outside means
to one of the Nationals games. I decided not to because I had the choice between that and spring training. I mean, let's be honest, he doesn't go to Florida.
The catcher.
Runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in the catcher, Francisco Mejia.
Anyways, 1-2 pitch to Francisco Mejia now, 2 down, and a hot shot to second. The inning is over. But it's a 1-0 Jays lead early on, off the bat of Cody Bellinger. Now we'll see if Quevedo can keep the Reds off the bases this time. A deep right center field. Mike Trout will get that one too. Wow, he is crazy. He gets to everything. Bruce Henson walked in his first at bat. Hits that one to third. Rendon back in there since we have a DH that lets Guerrero DH. And a quick 2 downs. 2 downs? What am I saying? Quick 2 down for Quevedo.
3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed
can he get through the inning?
About his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense
2-2
can
pitch
figure out
fouled
a way
off.
to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Another one. Misses. Counts full.
3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something.
And that just misses the zone, ball 4.
And that one's taken outside.
Quevedo struggling to find the zone.
Here, they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And bad throw, I guess. I don't know what that was. Prevado is definitely struggling to find the zone.
Ready with the 2-1.
But he's not giving up too much good contact. I mean, there have been a few good hits to center field that Trout has been able to track down. Rendon can't get to that one. It falls. Soto fields. Throw home is not in time. The game is tied. The first hit of the game for Cincinnati comes in the third, and it drives home a run. Now we sit.
Next for Cincinnati.
Pop out. Here we go. Not a 1-2-3 inning. Trout walks. That's about it. We head to the fourth. Bellinger doubles. No score. To top of the fifth. 1-2-3 inning. And then a single from Paul DeYoung. Nobody is out. There are runners on the corners. Francisco Lindor really just needs to hit a ground ball, and the Jays take the lead. Like, I am willing to give up a double play to score the run.
This is a great spot to be in.
1-2.
You have 2 strikes. You can bury
That's
one
even better. Left field. That's deep.
Keep the ball down.
Definitely deep enough. Winker's going to be able to get it in. Not before Mejia will score. And it's a 2-1 Blue Jays lead in the fifth. Now Mike Trout will take it at bat. Hunter Green really has been on point this game. And that's only the second run he's given up. And that ball bulleted into center field. And DeYoung trying to get into third. He was just, there was no chance for him. Don't know what the third base coach was doing. Might have to fire him for that. Now Juan Soto up, 2 down, runner in scoring position.
And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any
Soto
extra
struck out
motivation
twice
to punch
already.
him out again?
Nice.
Hey, there's no doubt about that.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And digging in once again, Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker, the batter, will see if the Reds can get that run back. Left field, Soto chases after it. He gets there. Great job of him from him to be able to track that down.
I mean,
what
else can you say about the pitching they face other than it's been fantastic?
1-1 count. Odubel Herrera up. And he almost killed Odubel Herrera with the cutter. 2-1. Make it 2-2. Wow, great pitch there. Catches the edge of the zone. And a swing and a miss. Prevado with another. Not sure how many strikeouts he has in this game, but he's definitely gotten a couple people. Eugenio Suarez watches that cutter just miss. 2-1. Make it 3-1. No, not even close with that one.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of
fastball crushed left field, no doubt about it. Eugenio Suarez has just tied the game.
This ball is gone.
We're going to go to the bullpen. We're going to warm up Maranta because I know we'll need him. We're also going to warm up Benny McCormick. Gary Sanchez. Is he going to be able to get revenge on the Jays for trading him? He's had a pretty quiet series so far. Rendon, great play. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Dan Bellinger hit another. He's homered and doubled in this one. And how about a single as well? 3/4 is the cycle complete for Cody Bellinger.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hit for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up.
It's either got to hit right down the line
1-1.
or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so he can.
Bellinger takes off. That it was a ball, and so that just worked out perfectly. 2-1 count on Guerrero. Now the Jays have a runner in scoring position. 2-1 to Guerrero, swing and a miss on the curve. 2-2.
Bellinger leads off second with
really, we
nobody
just
out.
need to advance Bellinger to third. And he takes off Guerrero.
Had to sit back on the
Fouls
changeup,
it off.
and he did a good job to
I'm
get
gonna
to bat
do
on
that,
that one.
and then I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be able to hit a ground ball. And that's really all. I'm just looking for a ground ball from Guerrero.
And another foul
And
ball.
another foul ball. He's definitely working a long at bat. Don't know how much longer Hunter Green will be in this one.
And now the runner's trying for third. This is hit high.
That might be better than a Then a ground ball. Winker to the wall. Catches it with his back up against the wall. Almost a 2-run go-ahead homer in the 6th. Now I don't want to risk sending Bellinger now. I'm just going to hope Rendon can come through with a hit. That ball's driven well to center field. Carrying deep to the wall. Odubel Herrera catches it up against the wall. And there's 2 down. Bellinger on third. So it will take a base hit from Hernandez to score Bellinger. Can he do it? 2-1 count. I will happily let Hernandez hit that ball up the middle, and I mean, Hernandez usually comes through for us when we need him. Just not a great at-bat there. And with 3-6.
And guys, 7th inning already.
We're probably going to play the rest of this game.
This one's been flying by.
Ooh, close call, 2-2 count now. Springer almost hit a homer earlier. At least almost got an extra base hit. That was one of the great plays Mike Trout made to track it down. Springer goes down.
Really go either way in these late innings. Got him to go down.
1-1 count. Steven Piscotty the batter. Left field. Soto. There, 2 down.
At the left fielder as he takes
this is coming down to the wire. World Series Game 6 is really at a stalemate here. The 7th inning. How amazing would it be if we were able to pull a good old Joe Carter and hit a walk-off home run to win the World Series?
Something that stood out to me in this.
Meanwhile, here, this ball's
left field, and Wilmer Flores has just given the Reds the lead.
Home run. So the lineup,
and that will end Alejandro Quevedo's day. Benny McCormick will be put in the game.
Fatigue could very well become
and
at some point.
Yeah, we're going to hope that he's able to get through this last part of this 8th inning, or 7th inning, and the 8th inning. And then we can bring in Maranta and just hope we can pull off a win here. Lindor will flip it to DeYoung, inning over. We go to the 7th.
Matt Wisler gets the call.
Matt Wisler brought on the pitch.
And start the home 7th.
Francisco Mejia sets it here.
In now,
where we are down a run. Can we get it back? I certainly hope so. I don't want to go to Game 7. That's a lot more stressful than Game 6.
Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
1-2 to Mejia, and he'll foul off another. I can't believe really that Quevedo he won the MVP from the regular season, and something just has not translated to the playoffs in the World Series, and he could be about to lose his 2nd game of the World Series. Paulie Young, former World Series MVP, he knows how to come up big. And that will be a 1-out base hit. Yes, it falls in front of Piscotty in right field. And Paulie Young with a nice base hit.
The batter, number 4.
Now we look to Francisco Lindor, hit something into the gap. 2-2 count from Wisler, and would have been a full count. Lindor does not lay off of the high 2-seamer. Count will stay the same. Fouled off again.
DeYoung stands at first with 1 out.
Is really... Really, another player, Lindor, who had almost an MVP regular season, was not able to. We really, our entire team has not been able to translate this to the World Series. We won, I believe, 118 games, and the Reds only won 99. We won 19 games more than they did, and we are losing to them in the World Series, which we just shouldn't do. We are a much better team. We're a dynasty. They're a fluke. And that will be foul ball. 1-2 count from McCormick.
Can't make the play. It lands foul.
1-2 to Winker is a fastball. Upper outside corner.
Again,
fouled off 1-2. Winker has had a very good World Series. There's a reason he's hitting third for the Reds, but can't check his swing there. One down. Now a full count on Odubel Herrera. Goes against the shift, and I always say that there's no place for shift, and I wish they wouldn't auto put on shift. But they do, and
third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him.
One out, one on. Eugenio Suarez homered earlier. And that's ball 4. McCormick might be losing it here in the 8th. We can always bring in Maranta a bit early. Gary Sanchez, making fun of him for having a bad series earlier. He might come through here. What was that? That was a throw to third base, and Hernandez could barely get it into the infield. Alright, the sign stealer himself, George Springer, 2-2. To first, the inning's over. McCormick gets through it. We need one back in the 8th, and then Maranta. Well, we're going to Maranta no matter what. 1-2 count on Juan Soto.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into
not
the
a good way to
game.
start it off. Never mind, it's an infield base hit. Wow. Soto got lucky there.
Number 35.
2-1 count on Cody Bellinger. He's had an amazing World Series with 5 home runs. And he almost made it 6. No way, that's a double play. Wow. Worst case scenario there. And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up. 2 outs, 1-2 count on him.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep.
He's also having a pretty good series. I really hope he hits another home run.
He's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to
we
try
kind
and
of
get
need
on
it.
something.
2-2. Fouled off. Just needs to keep his at-bat alive. Down to the wire, 2-2.
And he connects with it.
Left center field. Does it have enough? No. We go to the 9th. Reds up by 1.
Outfielder Stephen
Piscotty will lead off the 9th.
Same reliever that finished
Reyes Maranta.
Well, you don't see in
I
this.
don't think he's allowed a run this postseason. He is not. He has 6 saves. 10 strikeouts, not a single run allowed during the postseason.
We'll see how he handles it here.
Now, we just hope he can keep it that way for at least 3 more outs. And then we're going to need to somehow come up with a run. Wilmer Flores hit a go-ahead home run to make it a 3-2 game earlier. Another ground ball, and 2 down.
Throw in time.
So if this is what we get from Maranta, I am completely fine with it. Bruce Hinson. What am I saying?
Soto.
Bruce Hinson. Well, yeah. Try out. The inning's over. Michael Lorenzen, another guy who is not allowed to run in the postseason, looks to shut it down and send it to a decisive 7th game. 1-1 to Rendon.
And he'll try to hold back the swing,
and they say he went around. 1-2 count. Come on. Time for some clutch hits. 1-2.
And
slider outside, 2-2.
There, and the count levels at 2-2.
It's not going to be easy, that's for sure. But 1 run back is all we need. Send it to extra innings. And we can try and win it there, but now we have 2 down. Or 2 outs left.
To Oscar Hernandez.
And
3 at-bats to this point. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Big pitch coming here late, so he'll step
1-2 count. We're going to bring in Haywood Knight.
Knight will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
1-2.
Number 15.
Knight fouls it off. Knight is, I wouldn't say the best. He's one of the best power hitters on this team, though. So it's definitely, he's definitely a guy I want up in this situation. And he got a high fastball that he wanted. That's the exact pitch I look for. Except I just do whatever X is. And Yeah,
just
fouled it off. Was not prepared to get something right in his wheelhouse.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous
2-2 pitch.
If he doesn't pot commit and bury that
Grounder
inside,
to second.
plate, he can get hurt with that.
2 down, and the Blue Jays are down to their final out.
The Jays are down to their final out.
The batter.
And it's certainly not going to be Francisco Mejia.
He lined out in his
Brian Hayes,
so looking for better.
probably the best contact hitter on the
team.
Just looking for him to get on and bring Paul DeYoung up. Inside 2-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
2-1 to Hayes. Fouled off, and the count's even, and the Blue Jays are down to their final strike. Keep the game alive, Brian. Strike 3, looking, and the inning is over. The game is over. We have a Game 7 in Toronto. That'll wrap up this episode of the Blue Jays franchise here in MLB The Show. Hope you enjoyed.